Yeah, so, let's start on our backs today. And maybe when you get on your back, maybe you want to bring the soles of the feet together for a reclined butterfly. If you want, you can connect with your breath in Shavasana. You can bring your feet mat distance apart, let the knees come together, whatever is going to really allow you to drop into your physical body. Maybe you even bring the arms up above the head, with the palms face towards the sky. Our armpit is a place in the body where a lot of our lymph nodes hang out. So I'm going to bring our arms up above the head, kind of bring some awareness and movement to that area of the body to get our lymphatic system moving even as we rest. And feel the breath entering the body and leaving the body. Connecting to our physical body. Sometimes we are busy and we go about our days and our moments just moving. And so in this time of stillness, we can connect to this body and all of its parts that move us throughout the day. So maybe just scanning the body, and as we scan, just saying the words, thank you. As we notice our feet, say thank you. Our calves, and shins, thank you. Our knees, say thank you. And just moving through the body in the space of gratitude. Maybe making any adjustments as we scan the body. And after that last thank you, whether it's the crown of the head or the tips of the fingers, bringing our awareness to the energy within the body. Maybe it's that little effervescent sensation. Maybe it's a pulsing. Maybe it's like a pinball going from side to side. But just noticing that prana, that life force energy. And on the next in breath, notice it through the nostrils, and then feel the breath follow it all the way to the soles of the feet. On the exhale, feel it drawing up the soles of the feet out the nose or the mouth. Now let's inhale, visualize it inhaling through the palms all the way to the soles of the feet and out the soles of the feet. Inhale in the soles, fill the body, out the palms. Inhale into the palms, out the soles of the feet. And then exhale, and drop into the body. Now maybe let's extend our legs long, bring the hands down to the side of the body. Finding a more traditional resting in Shavasana. Let's begin our Dirga Pranayama, our 3-part yogic breath to fill the belly on the inhale, and the chest and the low throat. And exhale, let the breath go. Inhale, fill the belly, feel it rise, feel the chest rise, and the low throat, upper chest. Pause. Exhale. Inhale, fill the stomach, chest, the throat. Exhale, let the breath go. And now letting go of any effort to change the breath, just being right here. And thank yourself for rolling out your mat this morning, for being here now. Now let's exhale, draw the right knee into the chest, maybe the hands interlace and they rest on that shin, and just with gravity and the weight of our hands and our arms, just that right leg draws in. The left leg is just reclined on the ground right now. There's no effort. We're just drawing the right leg in. Exhale, let the breath go. One more breath in. And now let's exhale, switch. The right leg goes long, it rests on the ground, of the left shin in, the hands rest on the shin, the knee to the chest. And just let the left knee kind of fall out to the side. Maybe it falls in or just rests. Let it land, and then we'll just be here in this breath. And now send the left leg long, inhale. Exhale to drop the hands at the side. Again, landing and dropping into the body. And just breathe in. Now exhale, draw both knees into the chest, a little Apanasana. You can rock side to side to massage the low back. Now maybe exhale to draw the upper back off the floor. The nose meets the knees, maybe it just moves in the direction. You can curl up in a ball. And then exhale to gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower the upper back onto the ground, the shoulder blades touch. Now release the arms to the side. The knees are still into the chest. Let's extend the feet to the sky. And now let the heels kind of fall towards the end of the mat. So the knees aren't really stacked over the hips, are kind of at an angle. So we might notice a little bit of the low back pressing into the floor and the low belly is active. And now let's drop with control that right foot floating down towards the ground. So if we're moving through peanut butter, unless you have a peanut allergy, maybe it's like a glacier. And then we'll inhale, draw that right foot up to the sky. Exhale when it gets there, and then bring the breath in. And then exhale, lower that left foot down, the right leg is straight. Left leg lower, nice and slow with control. So there's like a little bit of resistance and activity in the back and the belly. And then we'll inhale to draw the leg up to the sky. Exhale at the top. And now inhale, maybe bend the knees slightly and let the legs fall out to the side. The hands can come on the sides of the thighs, just to cradle the legs. Nice and passive. The legs falling into the hands, the feet falling as wide apart as is comfortable and gravity allows. Maybe you notice a little slight sway side to side. On an exhale, draw the feet back together. And then inhale when you get to the top. And then exhale to flex the feet towards the face, the heels go to the sky. Drop the hands beside us again. Maybe we bring the arms above the head. Again, kind of letting the lymphatic system get a little support. If you reach the fingertips towards, past the head, towards the front of the mat, the feet are flexed towards the face. Now inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex the feet towards the face. Maybe draw that belly into the spine. And then inhale, point the toes. Last time, flex the feet towards the face, the heels reach to the sky. And now bring the feet flat so the feet are neutral. And now gently float the hands to the sky. The fingertips reach to the sky, so it's kind of like we're a zombie arms. Yeah. And now just inhale. And now exhale, reach that low back off the ground so the fingertips come a little closer to the feet. Let the head and the neck kind of be in line. And now lower down the upper back. And then exhale, reach the fingertips towards the foot. Now this time, tuck the chin to the chest, maybe glancing at that navel. And then gently lower down the upper back, letting that head come neutral again. And then last time, exhale, chin to the chest, fingertips reach for the toes. Yeah. Pause at the top here. We'll breathe in with our chin to the chest. Now exhale, gently lower down the upper back. And then let the arms come out like a T. The feet are still parallel to the sky. Arms out like a T. Now maybe we draw the knees so the ankles are in line with the knees, kind of like a 90-degree with the knees. Yeah, let's inhale. And on an exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Maybe the gaze goes to the left or the gaze stays up, a gentle twist. And if you want, you can keep the legs long, but just be aware of the energy that we're giving to the shape. Make sure that it's in line with what your intention is today. Exhale, draw the knees back towards the middle. Strong core, strong side body. Inhale when it gets there. Yeah, now exhale, drop the knees over to the left with control. The gaze can go towards the right side of the body, or maybe it stays towards the sky. Maybe you close your eyes. Feel yourself in the shape. Dropping into the body, into this moment. Now exhale, draw the knees back to the middle. Inhale when you get there. Let's exhale, draw the hands to the shins, curl up like a little ball again, maybe rock side to side. Massaging the low back, maybe you lower the shoulders down. You can rock side to side, massaging maybe more the upper back. Yeah. Let the breath go. Maybe letting out a sigh. Now gently rolling over to one side, doesn't matter which one. And when you get there, just pause. Maybe bring the bottom arm underneath the ear and pause on our side for just a breath. Maybe another breath. And then exhale, press the hand into the earth, lifting ourselves up. We slide that bottom arm to support us. We'll bring our knees in the tabletop. And once you get to tabletop, maybe you're on your fists or you can be on your hands. And then just move through kind of whatever movements would feel good for your body this morning, knowing that we all come with a different morning behind us, a different night's sleep, a different week, a different decade. So maybe we all move in different ways. So just kind of working out any kinks. Give ourselves this time to kind of tune into the body just with some movement. We scanned the body earlier, now we just intuitively move and just notice in our movements what our body has to tell us. Thinking of our movement as feedback, and our body is kind of responding and giving us messages as we move in our practice, not just today, but always. To breath in and out of the body as you move, not holding the breath, but breathing with awareness. And now once you let out a breath or two, finding tabletop. Nice, yeah, and in our tabletop, Let's ground the hands, let's ground that left knee. And we'll inhale to extend the right leg back. Now maybe the right knee and ankle are in line with the hip and the hips are parallel. Or maybe we lift the leg up a little higher and notice the lower back kind of come to the party. Or maybe the foot is in line and it's more the glutes. Keep the pelvis tucked, the ankles in line with the hip. Let's pause and be here in this shape. Let's draw the right knee to meet the left. And when we get there, kind of shimmy out the hips, sway side to side. And then grounding again into the hands, into the knees. We'll inhale to extend the left foot back, maybe flexing it towards the face, the ankle in line with the hip, tucking that pelvis. Or maybe letting the pelvis kind of rock as we lift the leg higher and bring that low back in. So wherever you find yourself, just be there with some awareness. And we'll exhale to bring the left knee in. Let's bring our knees mat distance apart. Sit back on the heels. Maybe bringing the hands far in front, palms down. We press the palms into the floor. Again, feeling those arms and the armpit areas stretch open. Give that lymphatic system a little bit of movement and awareness. Exhale. Now inhale, let's rock back up to our tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, maybe knees under the hips. And then we'll inhale to extend the right leg long, finding the spot that works for you. If you want that leg high or if you want that ankle in line. And maybe you bring the left arm out in front, finding our bird dog pose. Let's exhale to draw the knee into the elbow, maybe rounding the back, and we'll pause here, rounded, breathing in and out. Noticing the hip flexor, maybe noticing the back, or maybe even just noticing the eyes. Let's inhale to lengthen. The gaze is between the hands, kind of by that right thumb. The left hand is forward, the right leg is back. Let's inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen through the tips of the fingers and the heel of the foot. Last time, rounding knee to elbow. And then lowering down the hand to the knee. And then rocking the hips side to side. As if you had a big tail and you're just kind of going whoop to whoop with that tail. Sweeping it from one side to the next. You got it. Now bringing that tail steady back to this body that we're in. Inhale, lengthen through the left leg. And if it aligns with your energy and your intention today, let's extend the right arm long as well. And sinking into the shape that really resonates with you. It might be different on the side. You might have the leg higher or lower. And then we'll exhale to round knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen through the fingertip, through the heel, flexing the left foot. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Feeling the entire body lengthen as we reach. And then exhale, let's pause with our knee to elbow. One more breath. And we're lowering down that left knee, lowering down the hand. Let's find a downward facing dog. So we might need to bring our hands on the outside of the blanket and feet on the outside of the blanket. No problem there. Finding some steadiness in our downward facing dog. Sits bones reach to the sky. And exhale, maybe gazing at the navel, maybe even just closing the eyes. And bringing that inner eye into the third eye. Be here for 3 more rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale as a round of breath. Last inhale. On our final exhale, letting every last little breath go. Inhale, glance up at the hands. Let's step our right foot forward towards the front of the mat. And then bring the left foot to meet the right. Before we rise, let's ground and get that foundation in the feet. So maybe wiggle the knees, really squeeze the toes, ground the balls of the feet, the heels, bend the knees, and then rise whenever you're ready. Yes, and then hands come to the heart space. We rolling the shoulders back, up and forward, or forward, up and down. Grounding to the feet. Be bringing the corners of the mouth to the sky. Exhale, grounding through the feet. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Maybe slide back in. Pranayama, hips go forward, fingertips reach back, and then folding forward, Uttanasana, hands through the heart, maybe out to the side. Let's just hang like a rag doll. Our hands find opposite elbows. We can bend the knees as much as we need to, as we just let the head hang, and we sway side to side. Maybe we find some stillness on our forward fold. Let's breathe in. And then exhale, lifting the head, the shoulders, stacking the vertebrae maybe one at a time, bending the knees as much as we need to as we come back into our standing pose, letting the hands and the arms fall wherever makes sense for them to be. Exhale, ground into the right foot. Let's step the left foot back, maybe like half a meter, or however far back that foot feels really steady as we straighten that front leg. So our front leg is straight or somewhat straight, mostly straight. And then the left foot, just find the spot behind the right foot where it feels steady. And then ground into that left foot, maybe straightening the left leg, the right foot. The right leg is straight, maybe bent a little bit. Inhale to reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart space. Feel the beating of your heart into the thumb knuckles. And now hinging at the waist, let's begin to slowly float the heart parallel with the ground. The heart maybe hovers over that right foot, and then pause when you feel just a gentle kind of opening in the back of that right leg. Ground through the left foot. And maybe we inhale and bring the arms out like a T, or perhaps they come into goalpost arms. Breathe in. If your arms are out like a T, bring them into goalposts. And on an exhale, bring the elbows and the palms together. We're still folded halfway. Let's inhale, bring the arms back into goalposts, separating the arms apart. Exhale, draw the hands together. Strong core is going to keep us steady. Inhale, arms come apart. And then exhale, we bring the shoulders back up over the hips, rising, standing tall, the feet still apart. Straighten that leg if it feels right as you get to the top. Inhale, hands come together above the head. And now we exhale, fold forward, bending the knee as much as we need to. Maybe the hands come into Kali Mudra, the thumb and index together, and we fold over that leg. Maybe the fingers point past that big toe, Parsvottanasana. Always bring your hands to a block, or just resting hands on the shin or the thigh. We're going to breathe into the back of the leg. We breathe into the fingertips. And then exhale, bend that front leg slightly as we begin to rise. Draw the core tight. Exhaling as we get closer to the top and extend through the fingertips and straighten that front leg. And then drop the arms out to the side. Standing tall as the arms float down. Maybe fingertips pointing to the ground to draw our energy to our center. Exhale, bend that front leg and step the left foot to meet the right. Maybe we sway the hips in a circle, bend the knees a lot or a little. Maybe we come on the balls of our feet. Just kind of noticing what that shape and movement and breath might have loosened up in the body. And then grounding again in our mountain pose. And exhale sends our feet firmly into the earth. We roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale, draw hands to the heart. Exhale, ground the left foot and then step the right foot back. Finding that strong base, that foundation, and knowing that we can always adjust it when we begin to breathe and move. Then maybe straighten that front leg, straighten the back leg, grounding through the feet. Let's inhale, bring our hands above the head again. Exhale, bring the hands out like a T. Draw in with the breath. Bend that front knee just a little bit as we hinge at the waist, bringing the palms to face the ground, the heart may be parallel with that left foot. And pause here like a bird soaring through the open sky. And exhale, bring the hands in like goalposts, and maybe bend that front leg just a little bit. And then exhale, bring the elbows and the palms to meet. Inhale, bring them apart as if you're pinching a candy cane behind the back and the shoulder blades. And then exhale, elbows and palms come together. Inhale, create space between the hands as we pinch the shoulder blades. And last time, elbow and palms together. Pause at the bottom, exhale. Breathe in. And then exhale brings our shoulders to rise, heart lifts, hands and arms together. Inhale. Exhale, straighten that leg if you bent it as you rose, grounding the feet again into the space. Breathe in. Exhale, find Kali Mudra, index and thumb out. The other fingers fold over, reach the hands above the head. Inhale. And then bending that front leg as much as you need to. Exhale to fully surrender over that long, stretched out leg in front. Parsvottanasana. Maybe the forehead is parallel with the knee. Sometimes the hips might sway out to the side. And we try to bring them into the middle. Keep them in the middle if that feels all right on the knees and the body. And if that brings some steadiness to mind. One more breath. Now exhale, bend that left knee slightly as we begin to rise, drawing our breath in, feeling the center of our body strong as we lift up the shoulders and the heart and the chest. Inhale. Now exhale, release the hands, let the hands come out to the side. Maybe that front leg straightens as the hands begin to descend. Now let's bend that front leg, shift the weight forward into that foot. Begin to come onto the ball of that right foot, the toe of that right foot as the heart leans forward. Maybe we straighten that front leg and begin to slightly lift the back leg. Perhaps the arms come out like a T or come to the hips. And we just hinge at the waist, the heart parallel with the ground, the back leg hovering a little bit or a lot. Maybe it lifts high. Maybe it stays low, but just allow yourself to find just a little bit of levity in your spirit. And let's exhale, bend that left knee. Now bring the right knee to meet the left knee, and we'll draw that right knee in line with the head. Exhale, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Ground into the left foot. Maybe extend the right leg long in front. Flexing the toes to the face, just like we did on our backs. Maybe we bend the knee and bring the knee in line with the hip, letting that right foot dangle. Maybe roll that right foot around. Yeah. Breathe in. Now let's exhale, breathe out to open up that right knee to the side. So we're just kind of hanging out. And we can hang out here. Or maybe we bring that foot to the inside of that right leg or that left leg. Letting the pelvis maybe rock a little bit to tuck. Finding tree pose. Any variation with the arms, maybe they stay rested on the hip to really ground and center our energy. If we have a little bit of excess energy, maybe we let the arms come out to the side and let the energy kind of drip out through the fingertips. And let the breath be our support and guiding that energy where it should go today. You can exhale back to goalpost arms if you want. Maybe you reach the hands above the head. And when you're ready, bring the hands back to the heart space. And then bring that right knee back to center. Yeah, lower down the foot, planting both feet firmly into the ground. And exhale, Tadasana. Breathe in. Exhale, side. Another breath in. And a breath out. Now let's ground into that right foot. Begin to lift the left foot onto the toes. The left leg bends just slightly, and then just drag that left foot back behind us as we hinge at the waist. So we're kind of hinging forward as that left leg goes back. And maybe we begin to lift the left toes off the ground, the left foot comes off the ground. And we exhale, heart maybe coming parallel with the floor. And any expression with that left leg, it might be lifted or it might be on the ground with the toe. Just giving ourselves some balance today. On an exhale, begin to bend the right knee. And now bend that left knee. Begin to lift the heart and the shoulders, bringing that left knee to meet the right knee, and then the left knee comes out in front. And exhale, ground. Into that right foot, feel yourself drop into the shape. And we can flex that foot towards the face, straightening that left leg. Maybe it's high, or maybe it's low. Exhale, bend the knee, bring that foot towards the right leg. And then when you're ready, exhale to open that knee out to the side. Maybe the toes on the ground. Maybe the toe, that foot is on a block. Opening your leg up to the side. And then any expression with the arms. Let's exhale, bring the hands to the side so the palms face the legs, and then bring that left knee into the middle. And exhale, plant the left foot. And our out breath grounds our feet. And we feel that excess energy flow out our fingertips down towards the earth. With our feet maybe hip distance apart, maybe they're side by side. Let's exhale, sit in our chair as we sweep our arms to the sky, finding our Utkatasana. Tucking that pelvis, so maybe the hip flexors are a little more engaged. And then exhale, bring the hand to the heart, ground into the right foot, step the left foot back, come in the ball of that left foot, lifting the heart and the chest over the shoulders. And then gently with control, lowering that left knee down to the ground. When that left knee gets to the ground, the top of the left foot can come down. And then we'll exhale, send the hips back. That right heel kind of slides forward. And we can humbly bow over that outstretched front leg for Ardha Parsvottanasana. Sometimes it's really nice, as you know, to have some blocks here on either side of the leg. So if you want to bring that into your shape, just supporting our body and being fully present in the mind as well. Let's breathe in. And then exhale. Another breath in. Now on an exhale, let's press our hands into the earth or the block to lift the heart, lift the shoulders. And now bringing the right foot to the ground, the toes forward, and the left foot back. We're kind of in a gate pose, so our right knee grounds, and our left foot comes to the earth. And we'll bring our arms out like a T. Hands come above the head. And then hinging at the waist, leading with the heart. Let's fold it forward, coming into our
variation of puppy pose with the leg out to the side. And if that doesn't feel too good, you can bring that right knee in and just find your Anahatasana. Otherwise, that right foot out. Pressing the hands into the floor. Exhale. Inhale, glance up with the hands. Begin to walk the hands towards that left knee. And then when you get the hands kind of under the shoulders, let's pivot that left foot back and come onto the heel. That right foot and hands walk back towards that right leg. And then here we are in our Ardha Parsvottanasana again. Breathing in and out. Exhale. One more breath in. Now exhale. Bending that front leg so the foot comes to the floor. We might slide that foot back. Finding our Anjaneyasana, adjusting that left knee however we want so that we feel really grounded and stable. You can either stay folded over your low lunge, or maybe you lift up out, lifting the arms up, and maybe you bring the hips back a little, but really just tuning into your energy and feeling if it feels better to stay folded over that thigh, or if you want to really stretch out. One more breath in. If your arms are lifted, exhale to bring the hands on either side of the foot. If your hands are already on either side of the foot, stay there. And then exhale to rock that hip back so toes point towards the sky. And now drag the heel back so the right knee meets the left. And then here we are in our tabletop again. Let's just sway back and forth. Now from here, lower down onto the forearms. And then let the legs come nice and long behind us. Lower down the thighs, the hips. And let's shine the heart forward, lifting the chest and the heart. Maybe the elbows underneath the shoulder. And then just bring those glutes, or those heels towards the glutes. Maybe let the feet sway side to side. And one more breath. And exhale, let the feet come long. Lift the hips, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Bring the right knee in. And let's send the left foot forward. The heel coming to the ground and rocking the hip back. Flexing that left foot towards the face. Setting us up again for that Ardha Parsvottanasana. Blocks on either side of the leg if that feels good. And then just sending the heart towards the thigh or the knee, flexing the foot towards the face. And just surrendering any worries or fears. Any desire to control, just letting go. Just breathe in. And exhale, let the breath go. And your next exhale, press up off the blocks, lifting the heart and the chest. And move the blocks out of the way. And then we'll walk the hands on the inside of that left leg. And now we'll bring that right foot behind us. The left foot comes to the ground, coming into that kind of awkward puppy. And then we'll lift up into our gate pose. Yes, good. Really stretch out through the fingertips, but keep those shoulders out of the ears. Maybe the foot's on the ground. Maybe just for a breath, turn the toes to the sky, bringing up the hip. And then we can bring the foot back down. And then we'll humbly bow forward, walking the hands out in front for a variation of our Anahatasana. Let that heart melt. And again, if that doesn't feel good, we can bring the knee in, or maybe you come onto the forearms with the elbows kind of under the shoulders, but find whatever expression feels right in your energy, and also in that physical body. And the next exhale, press the hands down. On your inhale, glance up at the hands. And begin to walk the hands towards the feet or towards the knees. And then we'll exhale, walk the hands towards that left leg, and then bring the right foot behind you, the left foot and left leg become long and straight. And then maybe drag that left heel towards the right knee, and then bend that front left leg, coming into low lunge. You can surrender over that front leg. Maybe you bring the hands on top of that thigh and extend through the crown of the head. We'll be here for 3 breaths. So really just feeling in again to what your needs are today. Maybe you don't know, so you just kind of move and just feel into wherever you are. Another breath. Let's exhale, fold over that leg if we're not there already. The hands come to the earth. And now we'll bring the left knee to meet the right knee. Let's bring our knees wide, wide, wide. And then exhale, lower the sits bones back to the heels. And maybe we shimmy to one side and then the other to kind of move those hips just a little bit. Stretching out the back and that inner thigh. And our wide-legged child's pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. And one more breath. And we'll exhale. Look up at the hands. Come onto the forearms. Send the hips forward. Walk the hands long in the front. You can bring the knees in. We'll lower down onto the thighs, onto the tops of the feet. The pelvis, the belly, the low chest. And then bring the elbows kind of underneath the shoulders. Maybe the heart lifts. You can press the shoulders or the elbows into the ground, the palms into the floor. Yeah. Salamba Bhujangasana. You can energetically press those elbows down and pull them back towards the hips. Maybe you notice the heart shines between the shoulders just a little bit more. Exhale, bring the knees into the soles of the feet are parallel with the sky. And now gently lower down the stomach, lower down the chest. Maybe the hands are a pillow for the forehead. The feet are still towards the sky. And just let them sway to one side and then the other. Now bring the feet back to neutral so they're both in the middle of the mat. Let's send the left leg long. And now just like we did earlier, standing, kind of bring that right knee out to the side. And let that right foot kind of fall on the inside of the left leg for a reclined tree pose on our belly. And if that is too much for the hips, then just come onto your back. And find a reclined tree in your back. Otherwise, breathe into the belly. And drop into Mother Earth. Feeling that Prithvi, that earth element, nourishing our entire being. Now, whenever you're ready, you can straighten that right leg and come into your reclined tree on the other side. And you're welcome to stay on this side as long as you like. You're welcome to not even go on to the other side if that doesn't feel right today. Maybe noticing the stomach pressing the earth away as you breathe.
Feeling your breath connected to the earth. And then ultimately divinely supported by the earth. On an exhale, you can begin to foot to the sky, the knee in, and the leg long. Maybe pausing here to bring some awareness into the entire fronts of the legs. And then exhaling whenever you're ready and rolling onto your back. Moving with awareness. When you get to your back, maybe you find Shavasana right away, or maybe you kind of wiggle and sway or do the locomotion before finding your final resting pose. Anything that might kind of hit the spot this morning. You might not even know why you go into a certain shape, you just kind of find yourself there. Maybe it just feels good to move after some intentional movement. It feels just kind of good to freestyle for a while. When you find your Shavasana, giving yourself permission to wiggle or move at any time. It's ultimately giving yourself permission to do nothing. Giving yourself permission to be. If thoughts come in, just gently offering them to come back another time. Bringing your awareness perhaps back to a point of contact with Mother Earth. And if thoughts come in again, just honoring them. Coming back to your physical body. As you drop into the physical body, maybe begin to visualize yourself on the floor. As if you were a wallflower. Just be the witness to your physical body. You could see emotions, be the witness to your emotions. Just inviting that witness to be here. As a witness, you might see your belly rising and dropping. You might see your lower jaw relax and your lips part. Allow your body to feel heavy, connected to the earth, at the same time being that witness and seeing it all as if it were a movie on a screen. Time passes, the breath comes and goes. You just witness. Maybe you begin to wiggle the toes, move the wrists. At the same time, you witness your body moving, the power to feel the movement in the physical body, as well as that power to be the witness. On an exhale, maybe hugging knees into the chest or rolling over to one side. Completely aware that you're making action, but also being able to witness and be apart from it. Our next exhale, let the entire body relax. We inhale complete awareness and intention. And then we perhaps begin to press ourselves up to a seated position, fully embodying our physical body and mind, body, and spirit. And that wallflower witness that was there just a moment ago is now that inner witness. That wisdom that's always there that gives us the ability to respond, to be, and to let our highest self, our highest wisdom be our guide. Let's exhale. Inhale. And exhale for Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om.